Giddy up, you guys. I tell you what, this whole Josh Giddey situation has been an absolute mess. I really hope that this stuff isn't true. There's still more time to tell, but I tell you what, the stuff that's been posted out there on his TikTok and the girl's TikTok, and the fact that people keep posting this nonsense all over social media is just baffling to me. There's just evidence all over the place.
What's up, man? It's Josh. Here with your beautiful sister. Good luck for your season. You're going to Sacramento soon for a game, so all the best of luck. We're going to come up and watch you. Take care of business.
Josh even let the fan know that he was taking his sister back to his place.
What's up, my man? Find another bar right in front of the club. Me and my girl, better head back to mine.
Josh and this guy's sister made sure to update this poor guy every step of the way as they travel back to Josh Giddey's place.
Now, I thought Josh's biggest claim to fame, like coming into the NBA, was the fact that he was a virgin. But I guess apparently the only thing he's a virgin with is maybe he drinks virgin daiquiris and doesn't drink alcohol. Because apparently he's been laying a pipe to a whole bunch of like itty bitties, and boy, I tell you what, that is just gross and yucky. Boy, I thought what Pearl said was bad. 16-year-olds being hotter than 26-year-olds is disturbing enough, but the fact that I guess he must have took her advice and said, hey, that's my, I guess that must be his like target range for him, because apparently that's where he was looking for. I mean, going right to the playgrounds or going back to see homecoming back at the high school is right where Josh is wanting to be, which is no place for me or others that are adults.
It looks like Chet Holmgren is even like deleting tweets that have Josh Giddey in them. So whenever a franchise cornerstone is doing that with a player that clearly is a huge part of OKC's future, it cannot be good. To give you an idea of what Josh Giddey is being accused of, the best way I could explain it is via this headline. Dating girls the same age as his 3-point percentage, Twitter reacts on Josh Giddey, which is a wild title if you think about it, but if that still doesn't really paint the picture, then maybe this Photoshop kind of spells out what we're trying to allude to.
Now, to Josh's credit, I guess he is, not that far removed from high school age, and he is from Australia. Maybe the age of consent over there is a little bit different. I do not know, but all I know is over here, homie, you need to know the law. And boy, I tell you what, it's going to put a damper in the OKC Thunder season, because dang, Josh Giddey could really ball, and the fact that the OKC Thunder was loaded, this team is really on the rise right now. With Chet Holmgren coming into play and my boy Shai Gilgeous-Alexander already being one of the top players in the NBA, and the fact they got two people by the name of Jalen Williams, they already have enough going for them. The team is stacked, and I believe that they got they can do some stuff, especially since my Grizzlies suck balls this year. So I think they can do a lot, and it's really unfortunate because I tell you what, Josh is a really talented player. I really hope this isn't what it sounds like it is, but unfortunately there's a lot of video and a lot of photos and a lot of stuff out there.
Most incriminating image is this image where she posts this picture and said, just did the deed with Josh Giddey.
Yeah, this situation is really bad. It's just not ideal. As a teammate, what do you think? Like when y'all go out to go kick it to the club, every time Josh is just like, guys, I'm out for the night. I just, it's not me. I don't really party. I don't go to clubs. I don't do those things. And I guess that's where, he was deciding he was going somewhere else to go club. He went to maybe, ROTC club or something like that, or chess club, and, found somebody, because this situation, gross. I don't have a whole lot to say on this one, except I can post some more clips.
I hate him! I feel like I'm never gonna...
Shut the fuck up. A nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. A nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
And yeah, so obviously, gamer, he likes, girls, but the situation is just icky, beyond icky, and I don't see how you remedy from this situation. Now, once again, I know Poetik Flakko, who I got some of these clips from, he made a good point talking about how Karl Malone, who was an absolute tyrant, and they never did anything about Karl. Karl, he had a very terrible case. I think he got like a 13-year-old pregnant, and it was just a disaster of things, and they never said anything about it. It was just like, don't say anything about Karl. Hey man, just let it be. Karl, I know nobody likes him in the NBA. I know he's a dick. I know he might be a racist towards his own people or anybody. That's crazy. Karl Malone was just a true monster. It's just an asshole. That's all Karl Malone is. He has no friends. Apparently his only friend was John Stockton, who also has no friends. You know what I mean? These are two people who are apparently two dickheads of the NBA, and that's why they never won any championships. That's why they kept taking L's to Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, even though that Bulls team at the end was finished. They were absolutely cooked. The only thing they had was Jordan. Scottie's back was broken. Tony Kukoc was almost a no-show. They had Dennis Rodman, who scored no points, but he did play, I guess, as good a defense as he could on Karl. He mostly was just trying to piss him off. But really, I mean, that team was finished, and they still couldn't beat him. Karma. Karl. But nonetheless, I really hope that this Josh Giddey situation once again is not as icky as it sounds, but whoo, don't sound good. It definitely don't sound good. Giddey up, Giddey down. This is not good. I tell you what, this is a very poor situation. And as a basketball fan, I hate it. You know, I like seeing young talent coming into the NBA and get to do some big things, but as a 6'8" point guard, apparently that man was strapped with some type of monstrosity down there, and it was like apparently he was putting it to poor use. Not using it on adults is not.
Also, I would like to point out that I believe using this weapon of mass destruction on an underage girl should be criminal.
That's not what we're all going for here, guy. You know, hey, read up on your state laws or country's laws, you know, before you go over there and do some things. Now, before I went ahead and just published this video, I needed to do just a tad bit more research. So, quick caveat. Maybe he did actually read up on the state laws, because in the state of Oklahoma, the legal age of consent is 16, which is icky. I think it's the same thing in Ohio, which is like, God, like, how is there so many states out there that just have these ridiculously young ages where you can just, like, you know, get with women and or young girls? I don't know. Either way, it's not like that in Tennessee, but hey, maybe he did read up on the state laws and he was like, hey, here's the loophole. I can figure this out and it's not going to be that big a deal. So, you know what? Eat one, y'all. So, I mean, he's like, hey, I'm not breaking any laws. Y'all can kiss my ass. I hope this just isn't as bad as it sounds. And maybe not. It might not be. Now, before Americans start going overseas and start doing some crazy stuff, make sure you read the laws, please. This whole thing is just gross. It's really poor. It really dropped out of nowhere, and quite frankly, I hate it. All of it. Once again, this is just a random take here from Ran-DomU, and hopefully you enjoyed this content. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel as we're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers now. That's the next goal. It's going to take a while, but we got to have goals if we're going to reach something somewhere. See you soon.